Echolink up and running now for about 3 months. It's so good to be able to get that Echolink working now. I have you connected through the Supermon 2 version 2.0 All-Star Manager. I see your node is 3005411, and I'm connected to Golf Bravo 3 Kilo Echo. This is Ernest in St. Andrews, West Ontario. Thank you very much for being the first person to connect with me via Echolink. This is a very exciting day for me. I've been trying to get this operational for about 3 months. And Jonathan came in there and gave me a few settings to look at and some corrections to make. I was also learning Win, SCP, and PuTTY all at the same time. So a very exciting day for me. To be able to contact my first person through Echolink through my own system. I've been using a local repeater there. And I'm just too excited. I don't have any words, so thank you very much for coming in there. Okay, 7-3 to you as well. Golf Bravo 3 Kilo Echo. This is Victor Alpha 3 Echo Whiskey Victor via Echolink and All-Star node. Have a great day. 7-3 to you. Woohoo!
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Well, that was awesome, folks. My first Echolink connection there. I've been working on that for about 3 months. And it was one setting, believe it or not. Oh my God, I've been dealing with the firewall stuff. I don't know, I can't say that, I can't talk, but all I can tell you is through this process, I've learned how to use PuTTY. I've learned how to use Win SCP. I've learned how to use Supermon version 2.0. I'm telling you, I'm damn near to tears right now because
VA3 EWV.
Come on now.
WB6 Kilo Hotel Papa. Over.
Oh, I see him on there. Oh my God. Can't talk. A Whiskey Bravo 6 Kilo Hotel Papa. You scared me. The last gentleman's audio was very low in there, and you came in and you're full quieting there. Exciting day for me here. Victor Alpha 3 Echo Whiskey Victor Ernest in St. Andrews, West Ontario. I've been trying to get this working for about 3 months. I've learned so many systems, and I'm telling you, it's an emotional day for me because I thought I would never get this thing working. Anyway, where are you calling from? Over. Almost about to boo-hoo up again.
Yes, I have been reading, and I called to say congratulations on getting it working. Good work. And by the way, I hope you have a notepad to make notes on all the things that you did that worked, in case you have a problem again in the future, or somebody else has a problem again in the future, you may be able to pass on the knowledge that you gained and help somebody else. So congratulations for getting it work. My name is Dave, and I'm in San Jose in the San Francisco Bay Area. And I'm on my smartphone. I have Echolink on one of my repeaters, and I have it on my smartphone.
Oh.
And it's a bright, sunny day here. I don't know if it's cold and snowy where you are, but
Devin just logged
it'll
in.
be warm enough soon enough. Over.
Oh my God, I can't even talk. I can't even hold it. I'm sitting here trying not to boo-hoo on the radio there. But yes, I've been taking notes and almost giving up and, reaching out. And if you follow me, everybody made me do it on my own. I kept asking for phone calls and can you come log into my computer and all that stuff, right? And then give me a link here and a link there. And I had to do a lot of reading. But oh my God, this is,
Okay, now don't break down in tears. Just be happy, correct?
Yeah, that's right. I see another one of my friends that's been with me there the whole time now. I see he's logged in there, VE1DXW, Devin from Nova Scotia. And I met him on Echolink.
Okay, very good. Well, I just wanted to say, working. I hope that, I know that you appreciate the help that you receive from all points. I wasn't one of them. I didn't have anything to say, so I didn't bust in and say, I have nothing to say. That would be stupid. But glad you got it going. I'm going to continue with what I'm doing here. You can say hello to your rest of your friends and anybody else who calls and says, good work, glad you got it working. See you later. Have fun with it. WB6KHP.
WB6KHP, thank you so much. Yeah, that was a lot of work, but I'm just so happy. And yes, the guy that sold the note to me, he only knew All-Star. He told me from the beginning that he did not know anything in Echolink. And then it came down at the end today. It came down to 3 settings, and I couldn't get my WinSCP to work, so I uninstalled it and reinstalled it. Couldn't remember my password to the Raspberry Pi. Reconfigured all that. I've been working on that since about 6 o'clock this morning. But oh my God, this is the same thing that happened to when I finally passed my basic exam. I was a complete mess. Anyway, good to hear from you. You being my second contact on there. I see a couple people are piling in there now. So I'll let you go, and thank you very much for making this a great day for me.
Okay, very good. See you later. WB6KHP.
Victor Alpha 3 JPX. This is VA3EWV via Echolink.
Wow, this is awesome. Ernest, VA3EWV, VA3JPX. I just had to turn my volume down. I have you on Facebook here live, but I can't seem to control both volumes.
Oh my God.
I'm glad you got the Echolink going. I know that I was one of the individuals that tried to get, I think it was port forwarding, working for you, and we were having some difficulty. It just wouldn't function. So I'm curious, Ernest, what United, or was it something else with the hotspot? And nice to have you on board, both visually today, Ernest, and on Echolink. I dialed up your Echolink node and it worked flawlessly, so I'm really happy you got it sorted out. Over to you, and please tell us what magic did you work to make it all function properly. Over to you.
Yeah, so as you know, this is a big to do. So what I'll do, I'll bring it since you're watching. When I first met you, and I was doing the router test, which I'll start over here. When I was doing the router test, it kept saying it was not successful. So there was two people helping me with the router stuff. It was yourself and VE3HTR, our technical director. He has Bell Fiber, like the same setup as I have. But he has a repeater, all this stuff like that. He's had it around for years, and he has certain other settings so he could remotely log into his thing. You came along and we added 3 more settings, and now ever since then I kept getting the firewall testing being it was always successful. Then today what happened was I put a message out today. I said, look, it's been 4 months, cannot connect to Echolink. I connect to other people. Everything always times out. Remember, it was always timing out, right? So this is an Echolink help group, by the way. I've been really doing some work on this. Anyway, I showed him my firewall test, as you can see here coming up on the screen. Then I showed him my port forwarding that you guys helped me with, right? And if you recall, this is the, hours and hours that we worked on these things. And this morning, I added, it's not showing on the page, but this morning I added 5,300 or something like that, because I saw that in the document. I'm like, what the heck, let's just try it. Also, what happened, there's more. The guy sent me a message saying, the guy named Jonathan, he said to me, give me a second. It's a lot. As you can see, this goes on forever. But he said, hey, your all-star entry node is incorrect. The yours should not be there. But it was there the whole time, and I was able to do that. So I had to change that. That was, I guess, just a oversight. But then the best thing that happened today, what made everything work, I'm just trying to find it. There were so many emails back and forth. As you can see, there's a lot. He said, oh my goodness. Let me pause and I'll be right back. Oh, okay, here it is. He said the software you're using is known as Echolink Channel Driver, which despite its name isn't provided or supported by Echolink. But you can go to this page and it'll help you. So I had to read that for about 2.5, 3 hours, right? And then it says, look at controlling access. I was like, this is just too much. I'm going to give up. It says, if you still have trouble, you might want to check out one of the all-star news groups. So I did that, right? Then he said here, your timeout is at 10. You should change to 40. And also, with this documentation here, this no-load channel Echolink, this said no-load Echolink. That's what it was set at in the background. I read documentation that said you need to take that out of there, so I removed that, and then I tested it, and I said, can you try to connect it to me now? And then it was working. But if I had to put the steps all together, I could, but it'll take me about an hour or so, because there were so many things that I went through try to make this happen. Back over to you, VA3JPX.
Oh, fantastic. I know that this has been an ongoing issue for months now, and I'm glad it's working. I have an All-Star link running on Linux here that I just use for All-Star. I don't combine the two. get to it, like you have, obviously with the help of many people. But I appreciate All-Star and these Linux images that they make and stuff like that, and the fact that they've combined Echolink and All-Star together. I think that's fantastic. But I've been saying this for some time now. The documentation, I think it really needs to be dumbed down, and it needs to be revamped. What are your thoughts on that, Ernest? VA3EWV, VA3JPX in Ottawa.
VA3JPX, VA3EWV returning. Well, here's what I can tell you. I have watched, I don't know how many YouTube videos. I have one here. I was watching all these YouTube videos, and I was also trying to figure out as well, if I go to my history there, I was watching all these videos, and they act like you know what you're doing from the get-go. When I was calling the guy who sold me the thing today, he said to me, "No one has ever asked questions. You're the only one that asks questions. I expect when I sell these things that people know Raspberry Pi, they know Linux, they know whatever they need to know. I'm just selling them the device. I don't give people help from the ground up." But remember, I did not want a kit. When I went out to buy that from Dan Shack there, I said, I want this to work out of the box. And he did an amazing job, and All-Star Link worked out of the box. If I had to give a recommendation, they need to show stuff from back in the old days, like people did unboxings, right? These guys start like in the middle of a sentence. And you have to do research and go read stuff just like it's French to me. Because I was reading stuff, had no clue what it was saying. But I kept piecing every piece together, And when I heard the person come over the radio today, I almost passed out. I could not believe it was working, right? But that took a lot of effort. And like if you're looking at the screen here, it actually shows who's connected. This is stuff that I had to learn myself. And what helped me today, a lot of this stuff I was doing the hard way. And VA3FZ, he came and says, "Hey, Ernest, there's a configuration editor built in to this." So today when I made that final setting, I had read that I had to go to All-Star, like the All-Star thing here, and go to modules. I think that's the one, let me just see. Yeah, see, I had to go to modules and see where this now says load channel Echolink. It was not only that, but I think that was the missing link because it was saying don't load it. So by default, all the firewall settings, all that stuff, it had to be done, but Echolink was not loading. And even understanding what the this symbol meant when you move it and you take it away, that was something I learned too. Anyway, back over to you, VA3JPX.
Yeah, okay, Ernest. Don't mind me. I'm suffering from seasonal allergies, and it's been kicking my butt pretty bad this year. Actually started about 4 months ago, believe it or not. 5 months ago, when we had warmer weather just kind of creep up out of nowhere. So, don't mind me if I sound stuffy or I'm blowing my nose halfway through the QSL. Yeah. Anyway. Well, I'm glad it's working. Myself right now, my All-Star Link is separate. My Echolink is on my PC, and I'm just using my home recording studio microphone and mixing console, which has been giving me trouble lately. It's not one of the best consoles out there, and the manufacturing quality is quite poor, so I've been struggling a bit with that. But anyway, that's what I'm using right now to talk to you, and today was the first time that I was able to double-click your call sign in Echolink and have it connect. So that's pretty cool. And I wouldn't have known that you were on today. Yesterday I was going to send you a message, an email saying, "Hey, Ernest, are you working tomorrow? And if if not, maybe we should try Echolink. And I forgot all about it. And then, sure enough, I got a coffee, sat down in front of the computer, and I noticed that you were live on Facebook. And I'm like, oh, it looks like Ernest is home. So I double-clicked it, and then I saw you, and you were explaining that you got your Echolink running. So I loaded mine, double-clicked your call sign, and ding, ding, it connected. So that's pretty cool. I'm glad it's all sorted out. Hopefully you took notes so that if you have to start off from ground zero again, you'll know what to do to get it up and running. The A3EWV and the A3JPX, James in Ottawa /Canada.
Yeah, thank you very much, James. There, I've kind of composed myself now. I need a drink. I need a drink of water. But this has been great. You know, this started because there was a hardware malfunction on our repeater here in town, and I'm like, how long is this going to take? You know, because I was starting to talk to people all over the place on Echolink, and you know, I was even traveling to Louisiana, New Jersey, Texas. I was going all over the place, and I was able to connect back home with Echolink, so that was great. And then a lot of sick and shut-ins I was meeting as well over Echolink. So I was like, well, what happens if the repeater goes down again? You know? I said, well, I'm just going to go ahead and just get me one. Thinking I could just, you know, buy one like they had at the club. And they're like, well, joke's on you. You have to be an advanced technician for that. I was like, okay, no problem. And just so happens, I'm a bronze rack member, and they're like, oh, advanced classes are starting. So I just finished my last class with that last week. I had my test booked for the 9th of April. It got pushed back a week, so I'll be doing it then. Bought this little Raspberry Pi node here, just for the house. And I wanted to be independent because, as you know, I like to record. And the club I belong to, they don't want anything recorded or put on Facebook or put on YouTube. So I've been gradually moving away from all of their infrastructure, trying to get my own. Not that I don't like the club, that's not the thing, but I respect them and their wishes and stuff. You know, they probably are wanted for different things or whatever, I don't know. The reason I say that, my mom, she does not want to be on Facebook because she's like, I got warrants in 12 states, which is probably true. So, anyway, I've learned a lot. So this has done nothing but make me learn how to program in Raspberry Pi, WinSP, PuTTY, and you name it. Now, if I had one of these, I know exactly how to do it because I've been through all the hardships over the last 4 months. All right, thank you so much. I see a lot of my buddies are out there on Facebook too. So hey, you guys, y'all can log in now. VA3 EWV-L is on the air. Come on in and say hi to me. All right, come on out there. Bernard, who else is out there? Rebecca, if you can come out there. Devin, if you want to log on to Echolink, you can do that too. That'll be great. So let me see what Jonathan said. Oh. So I have a Doug that just send me a message. He is Mike 0 Bravo Juliet Alpha in the UK. He just spoke to you. Oh, the guy that was speaking to me on Golf Bravo 3 Kilo Echo was actually from the UK. He said his audio was low. Glad your system is working, sounding good. I'll give you a call when I start out the audio on the 4 meter 70 megahertz I was using. That's pretty cool, eh? All right, well, your boys in business. Your boys in business on Echolink. It's going to be on like a chicken bone now. So all I have to do is throw up my tower this summer, 16,000 feet up in the air, pass my advance, get me a gigawatt repeat. Don't even make gigawatts, but I'm going to have me a big old watt repeater, and I'm going to be taking over the airwaves. Anyway, this was great. I'm glad everybody that was there. My wife kind of like opened the door. She's like, okay. And she closed the door. She goes, so embarrassing. So I'm gonna have her make me a shirt that says "So Embarrassing." Anyway, okay, I'll see you guys later. VA3EWV. We're back in the shack here, getting that Echo Link working. Have a good day.